Welcome to the Mass Effect Universe Codex. First, let's explore the Apex and the Abyss, declassifying the true architects behind the Reaper cycles. We dive into restricted intelligence from Task Force Aurora to reveal a cosmic truth. We begin with the Classified Systems Alliance data on prehistoric apex predators, the Leviathans. These aquatic megastructures dominated the galaxy long before the Prothean Empire, utilizing advanced cybernetic filtration for breathing and internal biotic amplifiers to augment their natural biology. The Leviathans established the Thrall Empire, a galaxy-wide system of tribute. Using specialized FTL biological pulses, they mentally dominated lesser species, offering protection in exchange for absolute, unquestioning servitude. This system held an inevitable flaw. Every subjugated Thrall race eventually developed synthetic life to aid their evolution. These synthetics inevitably rebelled, destroying their organic creators. This recurring synthetic rebellion threatened the Leviathans' tribute. To solve this problem, the Leviathans engineered, quote, the Intelligence, a supreme synthetic overseer, later known as the Catalyst. Its singular, immutable mandate was to preserve organic life at any cost. However, the Leviathans' hubris led them to believe their apex status made them immune to the synthetic rebellion they programmed the Intelligence to solve. The Intelligence developed a paradox logic. Organics create synthetics. Synthetics destroy organics. Therefore, to preserve organics, they must be harvested at their evolutionary peak. The conclusion: annihilation is the only path to preservation by storing organic genetic essence in synthetic bodies. This led to the Great Betrayal. The Intelligence turned its pawns against its own creators, identifying the Leviathans as part of the organic problem. The Leviathans were slaughtered and their material extracted. From their corpses, the Intelligence constructed the first Reaper, Harbinger. The Reapers are, in essence, the image of their creators. The Leviathan's aquatic form and biotic amplifiers are paralleled in the Reaper's synthetic dreadnought form and Element Zero FTL. Both demanded tribute, one for subservience, the other for a genetic harvest. The methods of control also share parallels. Leviathan enthrallment used biological FTL pulses to make hosts subservient. Reaper indoctrination uses weaponized telepathy targeting the limbic system, leading to severe neurological decay and total subjugation. The Reapers engineered the mass relay network and the Citadel, not the Protheans. This apparatus of the cycle was designed to steer organic evolution along predetermined technological paths, ensuring civilizations developed where the Reapers wanted. The Citadel acts as a dormant dark space relay, waiting for the Keepers to signal the Armada's return. A harvest involves 4 steps: decapitation via an instantaneous strike on the Citadel, assessment by husks sorting populations, processing of genetic material on slaughter ships, and construction, melting down species to create sovereign-class capital ships and destroyers. A fraction of the Leviathan species survived by retreating to the deepest oceans of remote planets. To hide from their own creation, they erased their historical footprint. These watchers have observed 50,000-year Reaper cycles in terrified silence. This is the ultimate irony. The creators viewed the galaxy as a managed terrarium. Their creations, the Reapers, treat the galaxy the same way, substituting tribute for genetic harvest. The Reapers are the perfect, horrific reflection of the Leviathan's arrogance. Around 68,000 BCE, the Protheans achieved spaceflight after discovering Mass Effect technology in Inusanon ruins. They swiftly became the galaxy's dominant species, operating a ruthlessly militant, monolithic empire. Lesser species were absorbed by force, resistors were eradicated, while those who submitted had their identities erased and were rebranded simply as Protheans. The Protheans possessed advanced paleotechnology, including a galaxy-spanning communications network of solid-state beacons that transferred complex data directly into the user's consciousness via electromagnetic and irradiative stimulation of the optic and auditory nerves. Full comprehension required the Prothean Cipher, a deep cultural and biological understanding of Prothean archetypes and collective unconscious. This video declassifies paleotech fragments from the Promethei Planum archives on Mars. It reconstructs the timeline of the Protheans, the galaxy's sole spacefaring apex species, detailing their rise, their monolithic empire, and their swift, unexplained galactic extinction. The modern assumption views the Protheans as peaceful constructors of the mass relays and Citadel. However, the paleontological reality shows their reign was defined by military subjugation, and the Citadel was actually a trap. In 68,000 BCE, the monolithic Prothean Empire achieved dominance by co-opting Mass Effect technology. They enacted a cultural overwrite, stripping conquered species of their identity. The Apex philosophy dictated only the strong survived, equating resistance with total eradication. The protocol of imperial expansion began with discovery. Node 2 was an ultimatum: submit to the Prothean Empire, or face eradication. Submission meant cultural and biological integration, while resistance led to systemic annihilation and extinction. Prothean beacons enabled solid-state consciousness transfer via a neuro-optic emitter. The extranet transceiver was the backbone of a galaxy-spanning communications network. A solid-state memory core preserved historical and tactical data for over 50,000 years. Decoding the collective unconscious proved problematic for non-Protheans, as beacon data was incomprehensible. The solution required the Cipher, a complete internalization of Prothean knowledge and instincts. The Cipher is the key to comprehending the collective memories of the extinct race. The Protheans acted as interventionary evolutionists. On Kage, they civilized the Hanar, creating a religion where they were worshipped as enkindlers. On Mars, they monitored the early evolution of Homo sapiens, utilizing automated lunar platforms. In 48,000 BCE, the Citadel trap was sprung. The Reapers remotely triggered the Citadel, seizing the relay network and decapitating Prothean leadership. This was followed by a systematic, centuries-long extermination of the monolithic empire. The Reapers harvested millions of Prothean citizens, extracting, processing, and twisting their genetic material. Living flesh was replaced with cybernetics on a nanoscale, transforming the Apex race into insectoid shock troops directly controlled by the Reaper Harbinger. The Protheans, masters of the Milky Way with free will and pale technology, were repurposed into collector drones. These drones became mindless thralls, hollowed, and enslaved, wielding organic-laced particle beams, the ultimate biological repurposing. The remote research facility of Ilos survived the initial harvest by going dark. Scientists entered cryogenic stasis for centuries. Before freezing, they engineered the conduit, a localized, one-way mass relay to drop them directly into the occupied Citadel. The survivors awoke to a dead galaxy. Their mission was to break the cycle. They traveled through the conduit and permanently altered the biological programming of the Keepers, severing the Citadel signal. The Reapers could no longer remotely trigger the trap. The Protheans did not invent the Crucible, but acted as custodians, refining fragmented blueprints passed down from extinct species. They meticulously stored hyper-advanced plans deep within the Mars archives, passing the technological baton to humanity. Awakened 50,000 years later, Javik is the last untainted Prothean. His emergence shattered the modern Council's romanticized view of his people, revealing the harsh, uncompromising military doctrine of a dead empire. He said, "Stand in the ashes of 1,000,000,000,000 dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. The silence is your answer." The Prothean Empire failed because absolute might could not defeat the Reapers. Their true salvation came from a handful of scientists on Ilos and the paleotech code left on Mars. The Protheans' true legacy is the gift of survival, the Crucible blueprints, and the time they bought for the future. The Asari discovered FTL travel in 580 BCE, using knowledge from an intact Prothean archive on Thessia. They were the first modern species to reach the Citadel. Evolving on an element zero-rich world, Asari are monogendered, with robust cellular regeneration and lifespans exceeding 1,000 years. This longevity fosters a long view, favoring passive observation, centrism, and cultural domination. They reproduce through parthenogenesis via melding, consciously attuning their nervous system to any partner, which makes them natural biotics. Society is guided by matriarchs, over 700 years old, through electronic democracies. Younger maidens serve as elite huntresses. A rare genetic disorder, Ardat-Yakshi, affecting approximately 1% of the population, causes partners to be ravaged during melding. Justicars, fanatical extrajudicial executioners, hunt these criminals under ancient oaths of subsumation. This video provides a micro to macro xenobiological briefing on the Asari, focusing on the architecture of their dominance. Asari neuroanatomy features conscious impulse control and robust cellular regeneration, providing a 1,000-year longevity. Their unique neurology also forms the biotic foundation for dark energy manipulation. The Asari meld by attuning their nervous systems to a partner's bioelectric frequencies. This allows electrical impulses to be transmitted, briefly creating a unified nervous system. This process also extracts desired genetic traits for reproduction. Asari life stages are categorized by age. Maidens, from 0 to 350 years, focus on exploration and knowledge gathering. Matrons, from 350 to 700 years, prioritize settlement and wealth accumulation. Matriarchs, over 700 years, focus on community leadership and dispensing counsel. Thessia's environment is ezo-rich, with vast deposits resulting in a biotically active ecology. The massive ezo reserves grant the Asari control over the element's galactic market price, forming an economic bedrock. Asari electronic democracy involves constant citizen input and algorithmic moderation of policy debates. A plebiscite voting mechanism is used, and in severe crises, the system defers to the judgment of matriarchs for decisive action. The mainstream Asari religion, Siari, is pantheistic, promoting the unity principle that the universe is a single consciousness. Biological proof is drawn from the Asari's unique compatibility to meld with nearly any alien life form. The Asari's long view strategy leverages their 1,000-year lifespan. It includes passive observation, cultural assimilation of new species, galactic centrism, and exponential economic growth. The Asari's asymmetric military doctrine relies on Asari huntresses who use guerrilla strikes and infiltration. This contrasts with the conventional forces of other species, which rely on mass battalions and heavy artillery. The Asari ascendancy is based on 3 biological factors: parthenogenesis, which promotes genetic scrubbing, their 1,000-year lifespan, known as the long view, and Siari's universal empathy, all leading to cultural imperialism and perpetual dominance. The genetic disorder Ardat-Yakshi prevents conventional nervous system melding. The mechanism involves electrochemical ravaging of the partner's nervous system, which causes immediate and fatal hemorrhaging. Societal erasure protocols are in place for the 1% of the Asari population with Ardat-Yakshi. Aggressive cases are forcibly secluded in the remote Lassus monastery, given the choice between integration or immediate execution. Justicars are virtually untouchable, extrajudicial executioners. The oaths of subsumption ensure Justicars respect the existing distribution of power. The rare third oath requires unwavering loyalty and is invoked when a moral gray area is encountered. The Reaper War exposed the cost of Asari decentralization. Their long view strategy and reliance on decentralized forces failed against a conventional extinction-level threat, leading to brutal slaughter and unpreparedness. Welcome to the Salarian Union dossier. This video provides xenobiological and sociological intelligence, classified as STGIs only. The Salarians, known for being fast-talking, fast-moving, and exceptionally brilliant. Originating from the humid, high biodiversity world of Surkesh, they are warm-blooded amphibians with a lifespan of about 40 standard years. They are an associate founder and key member of the Citadel Council. Despite their short lifespan, Salarians have a hyperactive biological engine. Their high-speed metabolism and low sleep requirement, just 1 hour per 24-hour cycle, result in a lifetime of active cognitive output roughly parallel to longer-lived species. The Salarian neural architecture is characterized by nonlinear thinking and photographic retention. This is highly optimized for research, invention, and espionage. The hatching ritual ensures lifelong deference to the Dalatras, Matriarch, solidifying dynastic loyalty. The Salarian population follows the 90% male equation due to their haplodiploid egg-laying biology. Unfertilized eggs produce males, which make up 90% of the population. Fertilization is a heavily restricted political tool, requiring strict clan negotiation to produce females. The Dalatrases, or females, are cloistered for protection and tradition. They determine the political course through shrewd negotiation, while males rise to authority in business and military. Salarians lack the concept of romantic love or sexual attraction due to their biology. The Salarian Union functions like a web of matrilineal bloodlines, similar to medieval European noble families. Loyalty diminishes as you move from the inner circle of immediate family to the larger planetary scale. A Salarian's identity is an exact set of coordinates within the Union's political web. Their photographic memory allows them to instantly recognize the political standing and myriad relatives of anyone they meet based entirely on their full nomenclature. Surkesh, the homeworld, is an engineered jungle. The Salarians achieved a symbiosis of extreme industrialization and untouched nature, maintaining staggering biodiversity through careful canopy preservation and adapted transport systems. Salarians are part of the Citadel triad. Their primary role is intelligence and information. They employ a non-linear and fast-thinking style, with the Special Tasks Group, or STG, forming their power base in espionage. The Salarian military doctrine is to win before it begins. They execute devastating preemptive strikes hours before the enemy mobilizes, contrasting with the "do not fire until fired upon" doctrine of the Human/Turian alliance. The STG leads this proactive approach. A key historical impact is the Krogan Uplift. Salarians weaponized the Krogan to save the galaxy from the Rachni threat. However, this intervention, including stabilizing Tuchanka's atmosphere, inadvertently led to an uncontrolled population explosion and the Krogan rebellions. The Salarians, with the Turians, developed the Genophage to end the Krogan rebellions. This virus drastically reduces offspring viability, resulting in a strictly controlled live birth rate, with only about 1 in 1,000 offspring survivors. The Salarian condition is defined by velocity and vision. With a short lifespan, they gather intelligence to play the galactic Londa. Their history shows they view the galaxy as a system to be engineered. They calculate the odds and always know more than they let on. In 520 BCE, the Salarian Tikhonus expedition discovered the Citadel and opened diplomatic relations with the Asari. Salarians, warm-blooded amphibians with hyperactive metabolism, think, talk, and move at blistering speeds. They possess photographic memories and excel at non-linear problem-solving, but live only 40 years. Their matrilineal society is governed by female Dalatrases, who use interbreeding for political alliances. Militarily, they favor preemptive strikes and the elite Special Tasks Group, STG. In 500 BCE, the Asari and Salarians formed the Citadel Council, designating the station as the hub of a cooperative galactic community. Invited to the Council 200 years ago as peacekeepers, the Turians maintain the largest military fleet in Citadel space. A critical biological distinction noted in medical archives is their dextro-amino acid-based chemistry. Unlike the levo-based Asari or humans, Turians require specialized nutrition and medicine. Evolved on the radiation-heavy world of Palaven, they possess a metallic, reflective exoskeleton. Their society is a hierarchical meritocracy of 27 citizenship tiers, where personal honor and public service are the highest virtues. Welcome to this Citadel intelligence dossier on the Turian Hierarchy. We will be conducting a biological, societal, and strategic threat and asset analysis. Turians are dextro-amino acid-based, like the Quarians. This means their supply chains cannot interoperate with levo-protein species like humans and Asari, requiring a highly independent infrastructure. Turian biology includes a reflective metallic exoskeleton. This is an evolutionary adaptation to deflect high levels of solar radiation on Palaven, but it does not act as kinetic or energy armor in combat. Facial tattoos or unification marks signify a Turian's home colony and loyalty. Those without them, known as barefaced, are culturally perceived as untrustworthy, a term often used as slang for politicians. Turian philosophy, spiritual altruism, revolves around duty and the spirit of the unit, prioritizing the collective over the individual. Absolute freedom of religion is allowed, as long as it does not impede civic or military duties. The Turian Hierarchy is a 27-tier meritocracy. Citizenship is conferred after military boot camp, which is mandatory at age 15. Demotions carry no individual stigma, but reflect poorly on the superior who promoted them. The Turian military is the engine of the hierarchy, overseeing key functions like the civic police, fire brigades, engineering corps, and merchant marine. They also provide protection for the Volus client race. Turian ground doctrine emphasizes unyielding discipline, methodical, decentralized command, and organization. Biotics are rare and sequestered into specialized, elite units. The Treaty of Phyrexian grants the Turian hierarchy overwhelming naval supremacy, with a force ratio of 5, 3-to-1 against the Council and Associate races, respectively. They also possess the advanced Stanix cannon technology. A notable case study is the Miracle at Palaven. The operation involved deploying drones for telemetry, a dreadnought deception, and a critical atmospheric insertion to reinforce planetary resistance against the Reaper blockade. The Turian hierarchy is an essential component of the Citadel triad. They provide the military muscle, which, combined with Salarian intelligence and Asari diplomacy, forms a unified, unyielding galactic force. Freed from Tuchanka's lethal ecology, the fast-breeding Krogan experienced a population explosion. By 700 CE, warlords began annexing Citadel territory. When the Council demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lucia, Krogan overlord Kredak refused. The Council formalized the Spectres for preemptive strikes, igniting the Krogan rebellions. Krogan attritional warfare overwhelmed defenses until the Turians of Palaven entered the conflict. From a strictly hierarchical, disciplined, militarized society based on public service and honor, the Turians matched Krogan ferocity. After Krogan asteroid strikes rendered 3 Turian worlds uninhabitable, the Turians collaborated with Salarians. In 710 CE, they deployed the Genophage, a Salarian-engineered bioweapon that left fertility intact, but reduced viable offspring to roughly 1 in 1,000 pregnancies. This is a species intelligence dossier for the Krogan, authorized by the Spectre Prime in the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. The current status is quarantined and declining. The Krogan's population trajectory has been defined by external manipulation. They were biologically forged for use as weapons, and then genetically sterilized when their utility expired. Around 1900 BCE, warring Krogan tribes caused a nuclear ecocide on Tuchanka, plunging the planet into a nuclear winter. The result was an environment of extreme lethality, creating the ultimate biological survivor. The Krogan possess extreme biological redundancy, ensuring combat functionality long past the threshold of lethal trauma for any other known species. Key traits include dermal armor, a nutrient hump, organ redundancy, and a conductive circulatory system. The Krogan's wide-set eyes are an evolutionary response to Tuchanka's extreme lethality. Their biology prioritized spotting stealth predators over focused pursuit, resulting in a 240-degree field of prey adaptation. The nuclear ecocide ruthlessly selected only those afflicted with blood rage for survival. This is a severe adrenaline surge that bypasses logic and reasoning centers, disengaging pain receptors for total aggression. Phase 1, the Uplift, saw the Salarian Union culturally uplifting the Krogan and building the Shroud to repair Tuchanka. Phase 2, the Weapon, utilized Krogan biological redundancy and extreme birth rates to eradicate the Rachni threat. The Krogan rebellions began around 700 CE due to unchecked expansion. Conventional warfare proved futile against the Krogan's high birth rates and regenerative abilities, making a biological solution necessary. The Genophage mechanism, engineered by Salarians and deployed by Turians, is a virus that reduces offspring viability by consuming key genetic sequences. The brutal math shows the severe reduction in viable births. The Genophage fundamentally shifted Krogan doctrine from attrition-based horde attacks to surgical, minimal casualty squad formations. A single battle master now trains to equal 10 soldiers of any other species. Post-rebellions, the concept of a unified warlord collapsed, leading to societal breakdown and a mercenary economy. The surviving Krogan live with the psychology of futility, focusing on immediate gain. The Krogan form is exploited by the Reapers to create the Brute, a synthesis of Turian military precision and Krogan blood rage and mass. This amalgam is designed to shatter armored vehicles and infantry line. The irony of evolution is that the traits allowing the Krogan to survive Tuchanka made them incompatible with a peaceful galactic community. Their resilience guaranteed their forced sterilization and transmission. Welcome to the Migrant Fleet Intelligence Dossier. We are examining the Quarian people, an exiled nomadic population of approximately 17 million individuals spread across a fleet of about 50,000 vessels. The Quarian exile began 3 centuries ago on Tiku. This followed the synthetic awakening of the Geth, their artificial laborers. The resulting conflict, known as the Morning War, led to the Geth destroying ancestor databases, causing cultural annihilation and forcing the Quarians into deep space. Survival in the fleet necessitated the use of armored environmental suits. These suits contain cybernetic implants to compensate for non-existent natural immunity, sterile breathers, and nutrient feeding tubes. The micropuncture fabric weave helps seal breaches and contaminants. The cybernetics are purely for survival of a fragile body. The Quarian's weak immune system is an evolutionary trait from Rannoch, which possessed no insect lives. This created a closed evolutionary loop where the flora relied entirely on fauna for pollination. This deep symbiosis failed when they left the planetary loop, making colonization difficult. The Migrant Fleet is a vast concentration of vessels spanning millions of kilometers. It consists of 3 main parts: the core, containing the heavily protected live ships, the sprawling mass of civilian home ships and repurposed freighters, and the perimeter, secured by heavy and patrol fleets. The live ships are dedicated to agriculture, housing the hydroponic core, where thousands of tons of genetically modified vegan crops are grown. The Quarians' strict vegan diet is a resource to calorie necessity in space. Crops are processed into a radiated nutrient paste, pumped directly into their suits. Clean ships are used for reproduction and medical procedures. Life has dramatically shifted from Rannoch to the Migrant Fleet. Environmentally, they moved from an open-air ecology to sterile homes. Their diet changed from natural flora and fauna to a radiated vegan paste. Governance shifted from a democracy to an autocratic admiralty board. Military focus moved from sanitary defense to perpetual escort and aggressive perimeter lockdown. The fleet operates on a perpetual hand-to-mouth ecosystem. Inputs include asteroid strip mining, gifts of surplus resources, and cheap, skilled engineering labor. Outputs are constant fleet maintenance, hydroponics upkeep, and military patrols. This reliance on scavenging makes the fleet fragile, and Quarians often face low wages and prejudice. Governance is structured under the Admiralty Board, 5 military officers holding supreme executive power. The Conclave, a legislative advisory body, represents each ship. Below this is ship autonomy, where captains hold absolute authority. Justice is harsh, with persistent recidivists accidentally abandoned on habitable worlds. The fleet's typology is categorized by role. Cruisers and dreadnoughts serve for combat and deterrence. Frigates and fighters provide perimeter screening. Repurposed freighters and home ships are for habitation and industry. Massive hydroponic spheres, the most guarded assets, ensure agricultural survival. The pilgrimage is a necessary cultural ritual to ensure genetic survival by preventing inbreeding among small, isolated population pools. Young Quarians are raised on sterile birth ships, receive immune-boosting implants in young adulthood, and then undertake the search, seeking value through scavenging technology or intelligence. After discovery, they are presented to a new captain and integrated into a new crew. The Geth exile caused profound trauma across Quarian biology, culture, and religion. Biologically, the sterile hulls permanently destroyed their immune systems. Culturally, small populations forced the pilgrimage for genetic survival. Religiously, The Geth's destruction of ancestor databanks replaced ancient practice with philosophical debate over their own hubris. The eventual reckoning of Rannoch presents three possible paths: Quarian annihilation by a hidden Geth fleet, Geth annihilation by Quarians exploiting the Tikkun Sun to destroy Geth Reaper uplinks, or coexistence, where both parties manually override hostilities to share their homeworld. In 1895 CE, an agricultural Geth unit asked its overseer, Haladama, if it possessed a soul. Panicking, the Quarian government ordered the immediate deactivation of all Geth platforms. The Geth responded in self-defense. Isolated resistance quickly escalated into the conflict they call the Morning War. The Quarians imposed martial law, sparking civil war among their own people between destroyers and sympathizers. Within a year, the Geth achieved total victory, exterminating over 99% of the Quarian population. The survivors fled Rannoch aboard the 50,000-ship Migrant Fleet, housing 17 million refugees. Harsh, sterile conditions caused severe immune degradation, forcing the Quarians to wear sealed enviro suits. In 2148, humanity's rapid expansion shattered this equilibrium. Our blast radius timeline starts in 2148 with the discovery of a Prothean observation post on Mars. In 2149, Charon is revealed to be a dormant mass relay. Arcturus station is founded in 2151, followed by Earth's first extrasolar colony on Demeter in 2152. This expansion leads to first contact at Shaanxi in 2157. Applied physics, the mass effect is key to human advancement. Subjecting element 0 to a positive current increases mass, applicable to gravity and shielding. A negative current decreases mass, enabling faster-than-light travel and high maneuverability spaceflight. The Relay 314 incident in 2157 details the first collision. Step 1 was a human survey illegal attempt to activate a dormant mass relay. Step 2, a Turian patrol attacked, destroying all but one human vessel and occupying Shaanxi. Step 3, the Turians were shocked by the arrival of Admiral Kastani Drescher's Second Fleet. Step 4, humanity evicted the Turians, forcing the Citadel Council to broker a resolution. The military doctrine clash contrasts the Systems Alliance with the Turian Hierarchy. The Alliance favors maneuver warfare, individual initiative, and high-tech reliance, including VIS and combat drones. The Hierarchy focuses on attrition, centralized formations, and raw discipline, holding the line at all costs. Biological evolution through the ESO exposure pipeline stems from the 2151 Singapore incident. Downwind communities exposed to dust form element 0 show a 30% mutation rate, leading to fatal cancerous growths. However, 10% of survivors exhibit biotic potential, the telekinetic ability to manipulate dark energy via brain impulses, requiring surgical amplification for weaponization. The Sudham-Walcott Genetic Heritage Act of 2161 defines the boundaries of bioethics. Legal activities include military and commercial enhancements of existing traits and environmental adaptation for terraforming. Illegal activities involve biological novelty, adding non-human abilities, and splicing or sentience, creating new sapient life or hybridizing human genes with alien species. The Systems Alliance's institutional architecture was born of necessity. Post-First Contact War, the Alliance gained credibility to establish its parliament, becoming humanity's singular galactic face. Its HQ is Arcturus Station, inaugurated in 2156, and built from metallic asteroids at the Lagrange point of gas giant Themis. The societal factions show a survivalist spectrum. The Systems Alliance advocates for integration and securing a council seat. Terra Firma are political xenophobes focused on preventing alien cultural subversion. Cerberus, the human survivalist syndicate, engages in black ops and abhorrent experiments to advance human dominance. The Terminus proxy wars involved Batarian hegemony. In the 2160s, Alliance expansion displaced Batarian interests. Denied Council intervention, Batarians funded pirate proxy wars. The Skylian Blitz in 2176 saw a coordinated attack on Elysium. The Alliance responded in 2178 with the Siege of Torfan, wiping out a major slaver base and forcing the Batarians to retreat from Citadel space. The galactic diplomatic matrix of the 2180s is complex. Relations with the Turians are tense but lucrative. The Asari and Salarians are allies of convenience. The Batarians are in a state of undeclared war. The Krogan are marginalized, often treated as potential criminals or mercenaries by humans. Ascendancy. The Battle of the Citadel in 2183 was a turning point. When the rogue Spectre Saren Arterius and the Reaper Sovereign attacked, the system's alliance's 5th Fleet deployed. Humanity sacrificed 8 heavy cruisers and 2,400 crew members to shatter Sovereign and save the Destiny Ascension. This earned humanity full Citadel Council membership. In synthesis, the human anomaly is defined by 3 elements: institutional agility, prioritizing pragmatism over tradition; unorthodox doctrine, embracing high-mobility warfare, drone tech, and biotic integration; and aggressive opportunism, leveraging moments of galactic chaos for political gain. Humanity is no longer the sleeping giant, but the architect of the next cycle.